Hey guys, John Williams here, aka the Bearded Welshman. Just wanted to get on and share something with you that might be of interest. Now, I was watching a documentary the other day called Jackson, and based in Jackson, Mississippi, about the abortion laws and banning abortion and both sides. They were showing both sides of what was going on. And they followed this clinic and the doctor and the struggles he has with the state and getting funding and dealing with patients. And then it showed you the side of the pro-life movement and how they were trying to help women not abort their children but give them up for adoption or to keep them. And it just showed one small area, it just showed of the world, Jackson, Mississippi. And at first, I was very judgmental of these women who were irresponsible and having babies out of wedlock and then wanting to dispose of that child because they didn't want to deal with it. And that's a whole nother topic that I can get into another day. But as I sat there and I watched and I listened to these women, this one woman in particular, she's young, 24. She was on her fifth child at 24. No dad. Dad was the, sperm donor, the same sperm donor, but he was never around. He was in jail or something or other. And then when he get out, and that's all she was to him. She was just, someone that was a quick lay. That's how men think. That kind of man, anyway. And she's living with her mom, and her mom's helping her raise her children, and mom's frustrated, and rightfully so. But then again, she wouldn't be in that situation if her mom would have raised her in a different manner. That's how I look at it. I'm not letting this girl skip off and not be blamed for anything. But think about that. There was no dad in her life. Mom was a single mom. What principles did this young lady learn growing up? It's easy to be judgmental towards someone until you walk in their shoes or until you see things. One of the things I do is I pray every day that God would give me compassion towards my fellow man and not be so judgmental and try not to perceive things a certain way because it's not necessarily the way they are. And then the documentary went on to talk to women that wanted to get abortions, the issues that they have down the road after abortions, how this doctor was struggling and he couldn't understand why people were against abortion when in a poverty-stricken city like Jackson, these women were having babies one after another, and part of that is taking personal ownership in your actions, We're to be responsible. We're not, hey, you want to have sex? Go ahead and have sex, but be willing to suffer the consequences. I.e., sorry about that, didn't turn the notifications off. I.e., STDs, sexually transmitted diseases, pregnancy, unwanted pregnancy, bad relationships. So these are things you have to think of. I guess my point is, even though we don't agree with someone's choices in life, it's not our place to judge them, but to love them unconditionally and guide them and help them to not make the same mistakes over and over and over again. I mean, this young lady that was pregnant with her fifth child, and it ended up, she found out she ended up having twins, so 6 children she'll have now. They asked her if she ever had plans for her life before she got pregnant. She wanted to be a nurse. and she's now taking courses to get her GED. It's sad. The choices we make today have a direct effect on us tomorrow. So my advice is think long and hard before you make a decision. And if your gut's telling you don't do this, don't do it. Your gut knows what it's doing. Because everybody has the ability to know right from wrong. Everybody. That's all I have to say about that anyway. But I just wanted to share that with you. Have a little more compassion for your fellow man.